Hello guys, welcome back to Seattle College of Technology. I'm Maxwell, and this is part 5 of our ASP programming with SQL Server database. Now, in our previous lecture, we learned how to create a web form, or how to add a web form to our created project. Okay, we said that to add a web form to your project, you right click on your project name. Okay, you click on add, and then you click on web form. Then you give your web form a name, you click on OK, and then automatically you have the web form here. So that's what we did in our previous video, or in our previous lesson. If you don't have it, you can go back to watch that video. Okay, don't also forget to subscribe to this channel for new or updated or latest videos that I post over here. Okay, all right. So having this login created, we also said or discussed that in ASP, as soon as you add a web form, Visual Studio gives you two views. It's either use the design or use the source. The source is where you have HTML tags all over. Okay, you design your web form using HTML, or you use the design aspect over here, design view over here, where you make use of the toolbox, the components in the toolbox, okay, by just dragging and dropping on your web form. So it's just like what we were doing in C# and then the VB and the rest. Okay, you realize in C# you have a form 1, and then you drag and drop your component from the toolbox onto the form. But over here in ASP, you also do same, okay, by dragging and dropping. So for instance, if I want a button, I can drag and drop a button onto my web form like this, okay, and then when I click on the source, the HTML part will be generated automatically for you. Okay, you don't have to worry yourself. I recommend, if you don't know these tags well, especially the HTML, you visit W3 schools to learn. If not to, you can also make use of the design aspect, where we drag and drop, and then we're making things simple and easy. Okay, so let's zoom into designing our login form. Now, how do we design a login form? Now, first, we want the login form to be at the center of our web browser, okay, so that a user can enter username and password, click on the login button, open a different form for him or her, and then all that. This login form will also have the give users opportunity to create a new account. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for today, or in this lesson. So to do that, you first have to add a table. So we search up here in your toolbox, table. If you don't have this toolbox, you can just click on view, you scroll down to toolbox, click on it, and you have it over here. Okay, so I'll just search for table, HTML table. So I'll drag and drop this table onto this division. Now the table by default gives you 3 columns: first column, second column, then you have third column. Okay, so we have to add more rows to get to the bottom, so we can work in the center. Okay, so I'll click here, then I hit on the tab key on your keyboard. You add more rows, or add more cells to your division like this. Okay, and at the center, let's say here, to make the login form be at the center of our web browser. Okay, so let's say here, let me pin this guy and add more. Okay, so let's say here at the center of it, okay, then I have welcome to ASP.NET programming. Okay, now as soon as we started typing in this particular cell, we realized the left column and the right column has decreased in weight, so we can just push it to the right side a little bit, push the right a little bit to the left. Okay, and then let me position this text to the center. I'll highlight the text, and then center. Okay, you have justify center, and then let me bold in and change the font. Okay, you bold, change the font to Sego UI. You can change to any form, any font type you want, but I prefer the Sego UI. You can also use the Vedana and all that. Okay, so welcome to ASP. So here I choose the extra large. Next, I have enter your username and password, okay, to login. And with this one too, let me center it, and also let me change the font to my favorite font. Then after, I have username here, same thing for it, Sego. And then after the username, there should be a field here so that the user can enter something. So with this one, we'll go back to our toolbox, okay, click on our toolbox, and then we'll search for test box, and it's here, test box. So we'll drag test box, put it over here, and then we'll expand a little bit, okay, good. I have next password, the same thing, we're going for toolbox, test box, and then also expand. But then the width of the username text box and then the password text box should be the same. How do we check? I'll first check by doing this. Let me clear this, clear this off. I'll first by right clicking on the text box properties, and then over here I have the width to be 350. So password 2, we'll check, is 344. So we change to 350, and it will be, or it should be, the same. Next, I have my button. Let me change the text of the password to Sego UI so that it can actually be the same. Then I have button, so I click on toolbox, up here, drag and drop my button here, then also expand it, okay. All right, and then over here the text on the button is button. It should be login. So how do we do it? Properties, then we change the text from button to login, okay. Change the text from button to login. Then also let me change this font to Sego UI. Next, I have a test. So don't have an account. Most of the times that's what we see. Okay, don't have an account. Then we have a link button over here. We'll draw link button over here, and we'll change the text of the link button to create an account. Create an account. Create an account. Okay. So yeah, that's all for our login. Okay, we just created. We are done creating with the login. Okay. You can also see from here that the left side is smaller than the right side, so let's position it well. It should be even. Okay. Yeah. Then that's it. Let's save our work. Then run and see the results. Before we move on to the next section, just run and see the results. Okay, so yours might run properly or won't get this error. I think there's something wrong. Line 117 test box server. Okay, so let me go check my source section. 117 this, so let me get rid of this one for now. Okay, yeah, save, and then when I refresh, yeah, So you have our login form generated nicely for us, being at the center of our web browser. Okay, so as soon as someone enters username and password and clicks on this login button, it should do something. Either display an error message, or if the credentials are correct, take the user into different form. Okay, and then if the user doesn't also have an account, the user can create an account by clicking on this create an account link, then we add it here. Okay, so in the next section we're going to learn how to open a web form from a different form. Okay, for instance, this one, when the user clicks and create an account, a form should open for the user to create his or her account. And then we also add some logics to the login, where this login form can communicate with the database for a login process. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like the videos. You can comment down there. Stay alert. Okay, we'll be right back. Thank you. See you soon.